Hey gamers, it's Jeremy with One Up Retro. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. A friend of mine went to West Virginia last week and went to a yard sale and found this S.C.A.T game. He brought it to me to take a look at the pins. They're actually, it's not just the pins. The pins actually look pretty good. But what we're going to do is open it up and I'm going to show you inside. It's corroded and there's a lot of nasty, nasty stuff inside. So I've got it here at the workbench, and we're going to go ahead and pop this sucker open and see what we've got inside. Now I've already had this open once, and there were ants in there, but as you can see, this board is not in the best condition. I'm going to have to replace that capacitor, possibly that resistor, and possibly that resistor as well. So if you can see that one, it doesn't want to focus, but I'm going to clean all of this up and resolder everything, and then I'm going to use my solder sucker, pull everything out, clean the pins on the EPROMs and or the Mask Roms anyway. And see what we can do to get this game to play again. I'm gonna throw it in and see what it's doing. I don't even know if it's playing. I haven't tested it on the system yet, but my gut tells me that it's not even playing at all. So we'll get the camera repositioned and get it on the TV here in the Nintendo. Actually, probably don't even need to see it on the Nintendo, but we'll put it, whoops, sorry about that, guys. Let's get that out of the way. Perfect. Now, let's just throw this game in the system real quick. Let's see what it's not doing. Oh yeah. The dreaded gray screen. Oh yeah. Moving that card around isn't going to make any difference. Those pins are not looking good on those EPROMs, Mask Roms. So let's let the journey begin. I've got here, it's a HACO 808. This is actually a solder sucker, electric solder sucker. You can buy those hand pump ones. I don't think I have a hand pump one anymore. I got rid of it a long time ago. They do work, but they're just unreliable and they really cramp your hand after a while. So if you can afford to buy one of these HACO 808s, they're about $149, but they really do the job. So we'll put that over here, move this out of the way. Now what I'm going to do, I've got a brush here, and it's basically just a shoe brush, but it's soft bristle, synthetic, and so I'm going to just kind of knock all of this debris and stuff off of the pins. That way I can get a good flow of solder. Okay, so what you can do if you don't have, I left my vise at the office, but what you can do while you're working on one side, if you don't have any hands, I just use my rubber toolkit it's got a bunch of bits in it, but that'll hold it in place while I come in and add more solder to these pins. Back out just a little bit, and you can get right up on it, let it heat up, and then just pull the trigger, and it'll just suck that solder right out of that hole for you. Probably going to speed up the film here. And so now we'll work on the other. This is the program chip? No, it's character chip. So just make sure that we have all of the solder from all around taken up so we can get this other one out. It doesn't usually take me this long to do this one, but because of the condition that this is in and the value of the game, I mean, it's not working right now as it is, but I want to make it work. So we're gonna go a little easy on this board. Off. So let's just kind of make sure that these are all off the boards. And we can kind of Alright, so we'll just use this pry tool to pop that one up. We're going to clean all of this up. I mean, those pins look pretty nasty, but that even looks worse. It's a pretty bad board. So, okay, and there's actually even a spot right there. It looks like it may even be rusted through, if not ripped completely. So, and actually it does look like it's ripped completely. So there are a couple of more on there. So we're going to fix that. But we're going to get these other chips off of here first. Okay, I'm going to clean these pins up with some alcohol and a brush. I think that everything else is okay. So you saw me with the brush earlier. Done with this. So what I'm going to do now is take a seat, actually, and lay my trusty dirty rag down. Alright, so what we'll do is I'm just going to drench it. It's not going to hurt the board, not going to do anything, and we'll use our scrubber to clean up the board. And I also have a little paintbrush that I usually use if I need to get into some really fine areas. And I'll just grab it and kind of go in a little bit harder. But this actually works out really well, so I'll use it. Alright. We can get this board cleaned up. I'll do the same thing to the other side. Just squirt it with some isopropyl rubbing alcohol, 70%. And get that board nice and shiny. Get all those bugs off of there, get all of that crap off of there. And what that'll do is it'll give it a a nice shine, and then we can see all of the imperfections on the board. So what I'm probably going to do next is we'll just spray all that down with air, get it all cleaned off. Probably don't need that for right now. After I put the pieces back in, we'll clean the board back up, because I will use flux to help the process along. But what I'm going to do right now is use my voltmeter, and we're going to check continuity. So that beeping means that I've got continuity between points. So we can follow the trace, so from this pin to this pin, so that works. But I'm going to trace from where this is supposed to go, which is on just below, I guess pin 20 is where it would be. So it shows we've got continuity there, but let's see if we have... Okay, that's good. So we'll follow pin 23 or 23. So that's 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so those pins are working. Oh, we got a dead one here. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Alright, so that one's working. Alright, now they are all back in. So what we'll do is start soldering now. Make sure all of these are laying in flat, and we're just going to hit them all one at a time. This is going to go real quick, and is same thing over again. We'll put our little rag down, and we'll just spray it down with some alcohol again, and we'll clean that off. One more time, make sure we get it all off of there. Okay, so I just did some last minute cleaning there as that compressor was going off. I'm going to mute all this, but now it's all clean, and okay, so let's go ahead and let's put this back together now. I need the other piece. Alright. You know what? The inside of this is kind of nasty. Better. All right. Well, that's interesting. Okay, we'll clean this other side out too. Just using the brush and the residual. Okay, let's put the screws back in. Actually, you know what? Before I get too far ahead of myself, let's just make sure that all of these solder points are complete. Oh, missed one. Good thing I checked. All right, I think that was the only one I missed. So, I think we're good to go. Take my extra eyes off here. Put it all back in there. Then I will Alright guys, moment of truths. Let me get these bottles out of the way, and I'm going to go ahead, get it in the Nintendo, and turn the TV on. We're on the right output, so, alright, let's try it. Nope. You know what? It's bad Mask Rom. Oh, look at that. Ha! Am I good or what? Alright. Give it a try.
Must destroy them. Earth is counting on you. Good luck.
Okay. Oh, I see what that does. Okay. I played this game. At least I don't remember it. Oops. Come on. Oh, you can lock those into position. That's what that does. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, that's a wall. Almost killed myself there. That would have been bad. Oh, come on. Give me some health or something. Alright guys, well, it works. I'm glad, and I'm going to leave it there. This has been recording for an hour now, and I'm going to edit it way down. And I really appreciate you guys watching. Please thumbs up. I've been doing this for a really long time, and I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy sharing it with you guys. I know there are going to be haters out there and start saying stuff, but whatever, I don't really care. They've said it before, and it doesn't bother me. So, yeah, guys, please subscribe below, and please go to oneuppretro.com and subscribe to our newsletter. You'll see upcoming projects, upcoming games. Well, maybe not games, but you know what I'm talking about. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching again, and take care.